inappropriate! Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Single Princess Problems. As promised, today I thought we would give you the other reason why I had been off YouTube for the last couple months. I was living with my mom. It's really hard to be a single princess and living under your mother's roof and trying to date. And it didn't work out so well. Not only was it difficult to tape anything because she's always there and she doesn't watch these videos. Mom, you're not watching, right? I couldn't necessarily go out on a date and then bring a guy home. I had an instance where one of the guys that I have previously dated tried to reconnect with me and wanted to hang out, but then that wasn't going to work out because he was like, let's just go to your place, and I'm like, yeah, no, let's not. So that fell through. One reason never to stay at your parents' is your dating life is going to suck. Other than that, my mother had some wonderful things to say that you would never normally say to someone if you were, say, their roommate. One day I was talking about how my stomach hurt and I wasn't feeling very well and I didn't know if it was food poisoning. A normal roommate would say something about, oh, let's get you some Tums, or that must have been the Chinese food we had last night, or something. My mother decides to go, oh, you're pregnant, instead. That is the most terrifying thing you could possibly say to me, because I never would have thought that in a million years, but now it's stuck in my head, and all I keep thinking about is, no. No, no, Mom, no. And she's getting all excited, grandbabies! Inappropriate. My mother also has a lovely way of reminding me that when I sit there and complain that a shirt doesn't fit right, that my boobs are too big, instead of being like, you should just flaunt it while you got it, anything like that, my mom decides to say, well, I told you for your high school graduation I would have bought you a boob reduction. The second day that I decided to move in with my mother, she was going out of town. And she decided she needed to borrow an overnight bag without asking. This overnight bag happened to contain a bunch of things that I always keep in there in case I'm going to stay overnight at a gentleman's house. So my mother comes barging in my door, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep, I'm naked, and had just removed the covers because it had gotten too hot, and jump up and cover myself up. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she goes, can I borrow this bag? And I'm like, yes, give it to me and let me empty it out, and then I will give it to you. Instead of handing the bag over to me, my mother decides to walk off with the bag. And in my head, I'm going, shit, 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 shit! So I quickly get up, I throw a bathrobe on, I'm chasing after her. Mom, I'll do it, I'll get everything out of the bag. By the time I walk into her room, she has dumped the contents of my overnight bag onto her bed. And there lies things that I don't need my mother to see. Mortified, I quickly scooped them all up and darted out of the room as fast as I could. So embarrassed, I couldn't even stand it. And so those are a few reasons why it's not very fun to be single and living with your mother. Luckily, I'm now in my own place, so we can get back to taping YouTube videos regularly and maybe one day getting back into actually dating. So I hope you enjoyed all of that, the craziness of me and my mother living together. All in all, it wasn't actually that bad. Please make sure that you're liking, subscribing, and commenting below. Let me know if any of you have had to stay time with your parents as an adult and how it worked out for you. As always, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Single Princess Problems. We'll see you again next week. And I'm like, Mom, fuck, I can't cuss in front of my mom.